Welcome back to the Banner Saga, everybody. This is the General, as always, and we are here in beautiful Wyrmtoe, meeting this fantastic character last time, Krumer, or however you would pronounce it. Krumer, Crummy dude. Anyway, we're faced with a bit of a dilemma. We don't have much food. We have 5 renown only, and luckily 1 renown gets 4 food, which means we can totally get up to 6 days of worth of food, which we learned last time is not much. However, poor morale, so we can't really rest unless we make some sort of deal with Krumer here, where he gives us a bunch of fighters and Varl and come along with us to Grofheim and give us supplies. We really need supplies, so let's go talk to him.
Krumer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done, then.
What do we ask? Who is Ingvar? Now, that would be really interesting to know a little bit about Ivor. A little backstory, like why did he change his name? Bet you have some incredible stories. How did you get all these Varl to follow you? Yeah, let's ask about him first, see what happens.
Respect, young one.
That's one way to do it.
After the Second Great War, wasn't much for me left to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that, made a place in Wyrmtoe.
So here we are. I can already tell my voice is going to give out.
They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of.
Well, there's a war on the rise, so count yourself lucky.
Seems like that might be changing though, don't it?
That's what I said. Any wisdom on fighting Dredge? I bet he has. How about you join us? Who is Ingvar?
Ha! I'm not surprised he never told you.
He has a really weird accent. Where are you from?
I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge bashing type. He was called Ingvar then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself.
Maybe I will.
I'm too old to peddle in gossip.
Yeah, you look pretty old, dude. You like 350? That's an accurate guess, I'm sure. What do you ask? I bet you have some incredible stories there, buddy.
I might.
Reluctant, huh?
Or I could be the most boring Varl you ever met. Depends how much you like killing dredge.
I quite enjoy it, actually.
Ask me again someday, might tell you about the time we filled a dead yaks with whale teeth.
That raises so many questions. Why on earth did you do that? Was it to blow it up as some sort of splinter bomb?
And why?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to know why. Any wisdom on fighting Dredge there, old man?
Depends on how much you know.
Well, Rook doesn't know much.
They're all armor. Tap 'em hard enough, though, and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag and they'll explode on each other all the way down.
That tells me that you have that ability that, travels through them or pushes them back through each other. Useful.
You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it.
Yeah, it's all tactics, man.
And if you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up.
I try to do that every time, sir. Well, I best leave you to your business.
I suppose you should. Stroke, stroke, axe. Take care, friend of Ingvar.
Mm-hmm. So here we are. What do we do? Like, there's not much we can do. I mean, suppose we go to the market and one armor break, narwhal horn. That would be useful. But I'm just gonna go ahead and spend all my money on food, all my 5 renown. It's not much, but it'll get us a little bit up there. Man, I wish I had more. We can't really afford to rest. Let's take a look at the map, right? Because there are 2 options as far as I could gather from the last conversation. There is the Grofheim is really close, actually. What was the other one? Adartoft? What's Adartoft? Einartoft. The home of the first Varro king Einar, who carved his empire into the crook of the Betabrek in Wyrmscale Mountains. The Val fortress, hewn into the rock itself, eclipses all but the greater accomplishments in the north. Sounds like a great place. We should probably go there and say hello. But really though, what was the, Oh, Blutsbalker, that's it. Man, that's totally in the opposite direction. What's up here?
Thruster, 4th king of the Varl, built Blutsbalker as a new seat of power during his reign. Too much protest from the established clans of Grofheim. Thruster's mysterious death soon thereafter left in its wake many unanswered questions, as well as sprawling stone fortress full of despondent Varro. Only the most iron-fisted and stubborn remain. Man, that sounds like such a boring place. Like a bunch of angry old men sitting in a castle. Well, really wish we had better morale, but I can't afford to rest. Really can't. So let's go. Let's see what happens. Hopefully he'll come along. Grofheim's quite a few days out, says Krumer, but nothing worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from Dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march.
Oh, you steel yourself for another long march and half the town of Wyrmtoe joins you. Ka-ching, baby! How about supplies? Yes, we got a couple of supplies there. I really don't want to rest. I want to get an event to raise my morale because can't afford it. Ooh, here we go. An event. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws, you hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. Well, they might be. One of the strangers approaches, saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome." His hard eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. You consider how you want to approach this. Now here is a tough one, because we don't have any food to give them. So that is a problem. Offer no food, but inform them of the dredge. Ask them how they came to be here. Fight with us and earn your food. Decline to help the strangers. Offer them a few days worth of supplies. We can't do that. I mean, honestly, that's probably gonna benefit us in a way, but we can't just decline them either. We gotta try and get something out of this. Ask them how they came to be here. Fight with us. Let's ask them. It wouldn't hurt. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. Your warriors step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying loudly, "The last group to ask us questions tried to kill us. Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not?" Why so hostile there, buddy? You consider how you want to approach this. Jeez, this is a tough one. Fight with us and earn your food. Decline to help the strangers. I'm so torn. I feel like they're bad guys. And if I let them join us, you know what? The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it is less than a day later that you discover they've vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. Jesus, I could have seen that coming a mile away. What a bunch of jerks. Ugh. God dang it, I chose poorly. Man, I really gotta step up my game. This is tough. This is really tough. Stupid people. I won't trust anyone ever again. What's up here? Scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. This is a tough one. We don't really have supplies to stop. But we might have to do this. We might be attacked. Something might happen. If you just keep moving, I'm pretty sure that's kind of a choice that would just lead to her dying. Feels like that anyway. Stop and look for other survivors is possibly an idea, but who else would be out here, you know? Who leaves a child just in the snow like that? Alright. It pains me to do so, but let's stop the caravan for the sake of the good karma we might get from this. As the caravan's tents rise, a fire is built beside the girl, who is covered in furs and ointments. Progress is slow, but soon you see the girl alive enough to swallow water and some heated broth. When you wake the next day, a healer tells you the girl should be fine in time. Man, I feel like that was a good thing to do. Well, we lost supplies, but you know how it is. Hopefully, something good comes out of that. Currently doesn't feel like it. Oh boy, we need an event to get supplies. We need to raid some sort of jerk. Something's happening. Ooh, we are at the Godstone. Good. Hopefully we'll find something here. Which is this? There's a fish. There's a big shark. With some guys in a longboat on top of it. This is so cool. Look at this artwork, man. Imagine having that as a tattoo or something. So freaking cool, man. The Godstone of Marek looms into view. Upon its carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfelling wastes being filled with water at one time. But the Godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. Yeah, can you imagine? A blessing! Shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. It's a fish scale, he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. Oh, so he raised the morale by saying these are some sort of good luck charm? I like this idea. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you overhear, and before long the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shining scales. No, let them take their time. It'll be good for them. You know, just clear their head a little bit, regather their strength and their reasoning, and they've been traveling a long time. By the end of the second day, oh geez. Look at the morale boost though. That's fantastic. By the end of the second day, the scavenger hunt still continues unabated, and even you are starting to feel something in the back of your mind, like you need to have one of the scales. You shake it off, uncertain whether to let this continue. Oh man, this feels... I feel like we could get something out of here. Like, maybe we'll find some sort of magical item hidden in here if you search enough? But then again, maybe it's just our minds playing tricks on us because of the Godstone and its power, and it's manipulating our minds to just wanting these little scales. I wonder what to do. Okay, I'm gonna let him continue. What's the worst that could happen, right? Some people die. Big whoop. Let him continue. It's another day. Oh no, the morale. It's another day before the fervor calms down, and you think there must have been something unnatural about it. Because when the last scale was found, the obsession suddenly abated. On the next morning, one of the men presents a gleaming coat of mail to you. "We made this from the scales," he says, grinning. You graciously accept the gift and the caravan gets back to travel. And people died because we wasted all our supplies, and we're screwed. Ding dong, baby! Yes, I knew it! Ah, yes, that makes me feel vindicated for this effort. We got an item out of it. Still can't stop. We're gonna keep losing people. And you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Udleif calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows, at different age and experience, line up before a row of trees in the distance. The fire doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. Oh man, remember? Ooh, who's this? One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the winds shift, she let go. And her arrow flies not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried from underneath. Dinner, she says, smiling. Oh, that's great. So remember a while back, we shot down those, what were they? Flying birds, scavengers, and I do believe that was the event where we had an option to let Oddleif train the women to fight, and we're like, yeah, why not, right? More fighters, that's a good thing. And boom, it looks like we're getting some sort of new character out of this. That's fantastic. Are we getting supplies? A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen here, says one. Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge. The other men agree in chorus. We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters. Well, do we want to see a battlefield filled with husbands? Dead ones? Encourage her to train even more, stand by the woman. Becoming fighters, I'm having second thoughts, Oddleif. No, I definitely am not having second thoughts. I am 100% for this. If we're getting new characters, new fighters, more manpower, excuse the expression for lack of better terminology, woman power out of this, then maybe we should even get her to train some more. Well, yeah, let's just encourage her, right? Train even more archers. To be honest, says Oddleif, this was already harder than I expected. I don't know how many more would be really take to it. But the more people who can hold their own, the better. The men continue to complain. The women return to camp, not just as clansmen, but as fighters. And then we lose clansmen, gain fighters, and then they're all gonna die from starvation. You know, at this point, I don't even give a damn, man. We're traveling across, we're trying to make the right decisions. If we don't have supplies, you know, so what? Sure, we could have taken the ones at the beginning from Onef, but he's bad juju, man. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. That is correct. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sort of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Can we just, carry on, put up with it? Try to address the major issues, try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles. form a council to handle these problems. That seems like a good idea. Like if people can just take care of it. We could form a council, but we could, try to shove it under the carpet, Just try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles, like give them little menial tasks, hunting and gathering and whatnot. It seems like a viable option. But is it? I don't know. Try to address the major issues. Either you address all the issues or you don't address any of them. I'm tempted to just carry on and put up with it, but try to kind of meet them in the middle sort of way, kind of distract them. I mean, because our morale is really poor. And as I was thinking earlier of the council, now I'm kind of going against that by saying I don't think they'll handle that too well, morale-wise. Try to keep them useful. Firewood collection, scouting, gathering of edibles, weapons training, and wagon repair keep your clansmen busy and usually too tired to complain. That's good. The chores slow the caravan, but the resulting peace and productivity feels worth it. Oh man, look at that! Got better morale. We got 3 days of supplies. Oh, yes. Man, what am I gonna do the day I pick the wrong option like that? I have no idea. I'm just going with my gut feeling here, guys. You hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Varl far up ahead, heading towards you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge and a trail of bodies leading off into the distance. Get down there, barks Krumer. And we keep going. It's like, what? What happened? Oh, Fasolt! Don't let them spread out, shouts the lead Varl as you approach the battleground. Soon you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against a daunting number of dredge. Oh man. Oh, we're totally in war now. Ooh, we do outnumber them. But, yeah, it's pretty close. I guess we're fighting. In the next episode. Man, it's a lot of faffle, a lot of tough choices really in this episode. I feel like I'm overthinking it. I should just go more on a whim. But either way, it's fun to kind of debate, right? What to choose. It's really important choices, and I want to make the best one for your best viewing experience. And therefore, I think a little extra, and stuff happens. Anyway, my brain is fried after all that thinking. So, I'm gonna leave you here until the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it for me. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't, because I like numbers. That's all. That's the only reason. And because you like me, because I'm awesome, right? Yeah. Alright, as always, I've been the General. Thank you all for watching. At ease.